Beginning. The call no one expected. The first time I saw her, she wasn't a warrior or a royal figure or even a patient. She was simply a silhouette lying motionless on a medical platform, surrounded by frantic alien attendants who had absolutely no idea what to do. At the time, I had no idea who she was. My name is Dr. Elias Warren, one of the few human physicians invited to the Trium Accord, an interspecies medical partnership meant to encourage cooperation. Human anatomy, compared to most species, was bizarre yet surprisingly adaptable, and our medical training had earned reluctant respect among species with far more advanced technology. We weren't better, we were simply different. That difference is why I was summoned that day. I was in the middle of cataloging samples from a Lethari fungus when the emergency alert sounded, making every medical drone in the bay freeze in place. Emergency Protocol Sigma 7 initiated. Dr. Elias Warren, you are requested in Isolation Ward 5. Immediate response required. Sigma 7. That protocol was almost never used. It meant the patient's situation was extremely delicate, physically, socially, or politically. I rushed down the corridor, the floor lights shifting from cool blue to urgent red beneath my feet. 2 Andarian guards stood at the ward entrance, tall, silver-skinned humanoids in ceremonial armor etched with glyphs. Their stance alone told me everything. Whoever was inside was important. The left guard's voice resonated like distant thunder. Human doctor. She has requested you specifically. Requested me. That meant she was conscious. I stepped inside. The world narrowed instantly. At the center of the room lay a young woman. Alien, but in a way that felt strangely familiar. Her features were sharp yet elegant, with iridescent violet skin that shimmered faintly even under harsh medical lighting. A crest of soft bioluminescent markings ran from her temples down her neck, flickering like fading embers. But it was her eyes that caught me, silver, luminous, and filled with controlled pain. She looked directly at me the moment I entered, and whispered, "Human, finally." The attendants bowed their heads and stepped away from her, giving her space. "Who is she?" I murmured to them. Their expressions tensed, but none answered. Only the woman herself spoke. "My name is Arya Vailthur, heir to the Andarian sovereignty." My heart nearly stopped. An Andarian princess. The political pressure alone could crush a starship. But what she said next chilled me far more. "I am injured in a way no Andarian healer can even approach. Your people understand anatomy like no others. You must help me." Her breath trembled. "And you must keep the nature of my wound a secret." Middle. A princess's hidden wound. Princess Arya dismissed her attendants with a gentle wave of her hand. They bowed deeply before leaving us alone, though I could still sense guards stationed right outside. She waited until the isolation door sealed. Only then did she speak again, so quietly I had to step closer. "Dr. Warren, my injury is internal, and extremely dangerous for any Andarian to treat." Her hand trembled as she touched her side, just below the ribs, where faint violet bruising radiated outward in unnatural patterns. "What happened?" asked gently. Her silver eyes flickered with tension. "A plasma breach aboard my diplomatic vessel. Shrapnel, infused with Hyperion energy." Hyperion. The word alone made my stomach drop. Hyperion energy was unstable, capable of corrupting biological tissue on a molecular level. Andarian physiology was especially vulnerable to it. "How long has it been lodged inside you?" I demanded. She exhaled shakily. 37 hours. By all medical logic, she should have been dead. "How are you still conscious?" A faint smile touched her lips. "Andarian willpower. and a great deal of pain. But something didn't make sense. And why can't your own healers treat it? She hesitated, then answered in a voice tinged with shame. Our bodies react violently to any attempt to remove foreign objects. The regenerative response becomes aggressive. It would kill me. I nodded, finally understanding. Humans had no such reaction. We could perform internal surgery, manual interventions, things many species evolved away from. Andarians had evolved beyond invasive medicine. Humans, on the other hand, perfected it. She took a slow, shaky breath. Only a human hand can remove what's inside me. Please help me. For a moment, the room felt weightless. A human doctor operating on an alien princess. One wrong move could start an interstellar conflict, or end her life. I met her eyes. I'll help you, I said. But I'll need your full trust. Her expression softened, not with relief, but with something warmer. You already have it. The procedure begins. I prepared the surgical table while Arya watched me with quiet intensity. Humans used anesthesia, but Andarians couldn't. They needed to remain conscious to control their biological responses, meaning she would feel every movement. Are you ready? Yes. She nodded, jaw tight but resolute. I began by activating a series of stabilization fields around her torso. Her luminous markings brightened as the energy interacted with her biology, causing a deep hum to fill the room. Arya stiffened but held still. I sterilized my hands, took the hyperscalpel, and positioned myself at her side. She inhaled sharply. Your hands, they're warm. Human trait, I murmured. Useful sometimes. Her eyes softened. Comforting. I swallowed hard and made the first incision. Her body tensed instantly, but she forced herself to remain still. The deeper I worked, the more I understood why this wound terrified her people. Hyperion contamination pulsed like a living infection, tendrils of corrupted energy spreading through her tissues. Tell me if anything becomes too much. Her breath trembled. It already is. But continue. I isolated the infected tissue, touched it. Arya gasped, a shuddering, involuntary sound. You're all right, I whispered. Stay with me. Her silver eyes locked onto mine, bright with pain but unwavering. I trust you, Elias. My heart skipped at the sound of my name. The core of the wound. After nearly 40 minutes of delicate work, I found the source of the problem. A sliver of glowing crystalline metal. Hyperion-infused shrapnel lodged dangerously close to her primary life channel, the Andarian equivalent of vital neural pathways. If it shifted even a millimeter deeper, she would die instantly. I'm going to remove it, I said quietly. But you need to stay absolutely still. Arya nodded, but fear flickered in her eyes. Not fear of death. Fear of failure. Fear of disappointing her people. Fear of the fragility she was forced to reveal. I steadied my grip. Used microforceps to ease the shard free. Arya gasped, sharp, broken. Her hand shot out suddenly, grabbing my wrist. Not to stop me. To anchor herself. To keep from crying out. Almost there, I murmured. Her grip tightened, stronger than a human's, enough to bruise. The shard came free. Arya released a sound that was part sob, part exhale, part relief. The Hyperion glow dimmed instantly. Her markings shifted from distressed blue to calmer lavender. But the procedure wasn't over. I had to cleanse the corrupted tissue, repair damage, stabilize her inner flow.